Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're doing our mid-month check-in tarot reading for all the earth signs. So that's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So this will be covering August 15th through the 31st, 2025. So let's see what the energies are going to be for all our earth signs out there. So as always, please like and subscribe, hit that like button so that it's the other earth signs will see this video that need to see it, and hit the subscribe button so that you will get future videos I put out. And, take what resonates with this reading and leave behind what doesn't, because it's not going to resonate with everybody. And my intentions for everybody, all the earth signs that are going to be watching or will watch this video, but so it might resonate with you personally, it might not, because it's for the collective of earth signs. So let's see what's happening here for earth signs for the later part of August. It's a nice little mid-month check-in here energetically. We just got out of the Lionsgate portal, and Mercury is now back to being direct, but we've got some other things going on with planets right now, Saturn and such. So it looks like, August was kind of an intense month. And I just want to let you know that I plan probably about the middle end of September. I think I'm going to be adding the weekly element readings because it seems like y'all like the element readings a lot. So I'm just kind of looking to finish traveling for the summer and get my schedule in a place where I can do those extra readings, because I'm trying to slowly add more content to the channel, content that I feel that would be good for you all to have. And I definitely like doing tarot, so I'm definitely always interested in adding more types of readings for you all. So let's see. What is going to be the energy for the earth signs for the middle of the month to the end of the month of August 2025? All right. I will call out the cards. Let's see here. All right, we've got the Five of Swords, the Ace of Wands. Ooh, another ace, Ace of Pentacles. Ten of Swords, that came up in the air sign. Reading Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and we've got the Star. So we've got a couple cards that came back from the air sign, two of them. So I just finished the air sign reading. So, all right, looking at in the past, you're going into the middle of the month of August in a good place here. You've got earth signs, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So it's kind of like new beginnings are coming in for you. They've already started coming into the middle of the month. New beginning, tangible beginnings. And it doesn't have to necessarily be like materialistic, even though it's a pentacle, it's tangible. So it could be like new beginning in a relationship, new beginning in a job, things like that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be money, even though it's a pentacle, but it's like that energy's already started as you're getting into the middle of the month of August. So looking at the current energy for earth signs, definitely have, it's kind of like, you've had to do some kind of battling recently, currently, kind of like, you see how he's got the sword and he's watching those other guys walk away and they drop their sword. I feel like you've had to stand up for yourself. And I'm not sure. I know when the last time I did the element readings, one of them, I remember it was very strong about this, about standing up for yourself. I can't remember which one it was, if it might have been the earth signs, but um, standing up for yourself. It's kind of like you've had to do battle with others. And I don't mean like a literal battle, but there's been contention. You've had to stand up for yourself. You had to kind of push back any negative coming at you from other people. And it's like they've given up and they've walked away from you. And you're the one that's left behind, like he is holding all these swords. Okay. So it's like you've kind of come through victorious to that. I'm sorry, it got dark. The sun's out, but it must have gone behind some clouds and all of a sudden it gets real dark in here. Um, so basically that's kind of the energy you're coming from in the middle of the month. That's where you're at. So, but don't fret about that because you've been victorious in that, but you have that new beginning, that tangible new beginning that was in the past, which could have been, that could have been the fallout from that. So maybe you made some decisions that you had to stand up to others about, decisions for yourself. Think doing things that are best for yourself, but maybe other people weren't happy about it and you had to stand up for yourself. And put them in their place, so to speak, and stand up for what's in your heart and what you believe in. And that's very possible that that's what that was. But also in the situation though, don't fret because you got the Ace of Wands. So you've got this beautiful new passionate beginning coming in right now. And and so just continue to stand up for yourself and and do what you need to do with that. But yes, definitely a passionate new beginning coming in. And I think that letting go of whatever that negative influence energy that was coming at you is like they were trying to stop you from having this new beginning, is what I'm feeling. But you're like, no, I see this new beginning. I see these new beginnings. You got double aces here. I see these new beginnings coming in. It's what's in my heart. It's what I want. So, you just, verbally, put them in their place or whatever, stood up for yourself, for your plans, for what you want to do. And it looks like that's bringing in that passionate new beginning because you turned the corner. You ended a cycle here. So and you surrendered. So you ended the cycle, learned the lessons you needed to learn. And now it's like you've got these new beginnings coming in, earth signs, and you surrender to the divine. And that's probably, that's helped bringing these new beginnings in. Because just remember, like, I know trying to not control things is hard for humans. That's our instinct, is to want to control everything around us. But you really can't. You just have to have faith in the divine and trust that the divine has the best thing in mind for you, the universe, and it does. The divine does, the universe does, and it's always going to be putting things in place for your best interest, even if you don't see it at the time. And so I feel like there was a sense of surrendering, like you learned the lessons needed to learn, and you kind of surrendered, and now these new beginnings are coming in. So coming into the in the near future for you, you're going to be sitting pretty comfortable in that Queen of Pentacles energy. And every time I see her, I get this sense of, she's confident, she's abundant, but she's comfortable. She's got abundance around her. She's holding on to her little pentacle. So there's a sense of, she's got this sense of comfort around her. She's living a comfortable life and she has everything she needs. And that's coming up in the near future. You're going to be in that place of comfort, having everything you need. And I know it's a pentacle she's holding, but it doesn't necessarily need to be money. It could be, she's comfortable, she's abundant in her health. She's abundant in relationships. So it can be anything tangible. It doesn't have to be and you're an earth sign, and pentacles are earth energy. So it matches. So it's just a kind of a feeling like what's popping. I keep having comfortable living in my coming in, comfortable living, being in a comfortable place. Um, but what the advice from the universe is you're looking at your options. So you're looking at, you have a couple options, ways to go with these new beginnings, and you're kind of looking at which way you want to go, and that's going to lead to that comfortable life. And then you have these options coming up, but it's like something you've wanted for a long time, or the wishes that you've always had are coming true. But it's also guidance from the divine. So this card has a few meanings for me. um it can mean, wish coming true, or your wishes or things that you really want coming to pass. That's what I feel is the case in this reading. But also I feel like there's definitely been some divine guidance or intervention here. So it's kind of like your spirit guides, your higher self has been helping you along the way, helping you with these new beginnings, helping you getting to that comfortable life. And so just trust your intuition and their guidance when it comes to choosing these two between these options and looking at your options, because you'll know in your heart the right way to proceed. You'll know in your heart which way you should go. So follow your heart for sure and follow your intuition on it. But yes, you definitely have off-worlder help with all of this, with this part, with what's been going on. So that's great. That's great that you have we always need their help, so that's great. So that's what I have for you for the middle of the month to the end of the month of August, Earth signs. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.